This is the video, though. This is the video.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifatunde RB Jesus, coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica. My I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars.
We'll speed him up.
I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th, only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to fraudulent activity? Someone has been trying to gain a personal account. They have given me no definitive money order donation to FDMG. Let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th.
Yeah, that repeating thing is long still.
That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my suspicion.
You see how disrespectful he is? He's got these names, Mama Smurf and Papa Smurf, Little Smurf, and all the Smurf reference. He's talking about his children and their baby mother.
Yeah. The little I've clocked it. Mama Smurf, baby Smurf. Yeah, I've noticed. He's calling that woman Madeira, yeah, because you know that character Tyler Perry plays, obviously.
Yes.
The lady looks a bit like that, but in my head, I'm like, you was involved with it. Yeah, she looked. He was a big woman though. Like, this is what I'm saying. You gotta remember that these men are like 50 plus.
Yes, Mark.
Like, you shouldn't even be online with any personal drama.
And you see how he say went to South Africa. What was he doing? What do you reckon he was doing in South Africa, siblings?
So he went to link some freedom fighter over there. You know, he was on stage with him.
Yeah, man's over there begging. Man over there beg.
See what I'm saying?
I beg and try and take from the continent. Look, the continent of Africa has already been raped by the white man. Continent of Africa is being raped by the white man continuously, by the Asian man from all of that continent. Everyone is raping Africa, and now the African American, as they're called, as per the changes and all that, right? The African American now comes back with that mindset to rape Africa even further. Pan-Africanism. Yeah. Why isn't he living in Africa, Ma? Why isn't the school in Africa? That was one of the first things they were all talking about. Why are you building a school in America? Actually, no, sorry. I stand corrected. It all comes back to me. Originally, you know where this school was going to be built, Mark?
Caribbean.
Africa.
You see?
Yeah, and then everyone was like, well, hold up, we're here, and you're here, and we're donating money for you. I get what you're saying, but it's supposed to be here in America. Switched it up now. We did it there in America, and we got the school, and it's still not open. He's got no school. He's got no headmaster. Well, he's going to be the headmaster, but he's got no teachers. He's got no janitor. He's got no cooks.
You see?
I mean, so could we have just not? I mean, peep this. Am I crazy? I mean, I think everyone has said, not everyone, but a lot of people were saying this initially. Take your money, like Q-Butter. You know Q-Butter, right?
Yeah.
So what's Q-Butter doing? He's renting and leasing spaces to teach children. He's not begging for money constantly. He's asking for donations and stuff and blah 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 blah. But he's doing from time. There's a plethora. If you Google or Google, as I say, the thing, you will see there's a load of chartered schools and private schools. It's quite simple to create your own school curriculum and stuff. It's not the hardest thing to do. He could have done this online. He could have literally done this virtually initially. Then he could have said, yo, church, community center, let me rent this thing out. And then when he gets to capacity, yo, let me do. And you see bite-sized pieces. You see how if you want something done, Mark, you don't just say, okay, well, I want to build a corporation. The corporation isn't built overnight, is it? It has to start as an independent first. Then it grows and gets access and it does deals and then grows with this contract and blah. That's business. That's how schools are created. Unless you've got huge angels or beneficiaries who are going to give you the money to say, yo, here's the 5 mil from me, here's the 10 mil from me, we've got the land, we're going to build it, that's how much it's going to cost, we've got this contractor. He hasn't got that.
Yeah, it's the whole thing's just a mess. But to get online asking for money is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And you're right, man, the school thing, you can easily for the amount of money he must have raised, yeah,
millions,
it should have been opened 10 years ago. I'll give him the first 5 years, but nah, man, it's disappointing. Still, I'm not gonna lie, because I was kind of sold on what he was saying, but seeing how he's moved and how he addressed the woman and all that, I get that the woman is trying to expose him, but there's different ways of dealing with things. You know, if you just said, you know what, when there's online beef, yeah, and one person's gone in for the other person, at some point in time, yeah, if the second person don't respond, even as a consumer, you kind of lock off, you know, because if there's only one person talking and the other side ain't speaking, it becomes boring, because now you're just like, yo, you're wasting your time.
I'm
you know,
glad
like
you said this, Mark.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you got people online who be like, yo, this man, that man, and A, B, or C. And now if you go and Google the other person, you say, no, let me see what my man said, and that person ain't said nothing, then when that second person makes another video and you look again, that person said nothing. Eventually, you just stop caring. Whereas if you respond and you give energy to the debate, it creates a problem. Because even with Umar, the fact he even responded shows that something's wrong with him, because there's no real argument, you know. It's all he said, she said.
Exactly.
There's no heinous allegations of SA or this or that. It's all personal things, personal BS. Like, oh, my man's yard's messy. Like, oh, my man done this or my man. And I'm not saying that them things ain't important. Yeah, they are. But if you don't respond, it's literally like someone shooting into the air.
Yes.
Eventually, they're going to get bored. A lot of people who are doing this online thing, they don't have content. They don't have subject matter or anything. So they need things to talk about. So sometimes online beefs, think about it, people, online beefs will always get views.
Of course.
Will always, if you come on like, oh, I'm going to do, it's like comedy at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be saying, I want better for the black community. I want to build a school. I want to see the black family infrastructure reestablished, etc., etc. And then you yourself are living promiscuous, sleeping around with people that listen to your thing. That's crazy.
Come on.
No, but you know this as a man. Look how long you've been doing this. Dealing with someone who listens to the that's crazy.
Come on, man.
Because what you think's going to happen.
Exactly.
And remember, if that person knows you as you're this pro-black Pan-Africanist who believes in this, that, and the third, she's gonna be looking for you to live your life that way.
Yes.
Remember, if you've been listening to a man for that long, you're gonna be saying, well, that's what you promote, so you should be living that way. And when you don't, of course, you're gonna get exposed. But this is what happens when a man don't have a family infrastructure, when you don't build a family, when you don't find a real down-to-earth official partner who you can say, yo, we're going through this journey. A man like this who's traveling the world, he's traveling the world, man, because people are flying him to different places to give lectures. And you mean to tell me that throughout all the years of you doing this, you're low on a few dollars and you got to come to the internet? You don't even have a brethren who you can phone and say, yo, family, listen, my thing's mad right now. Matter of fact, in my circle, you wouldn't even have to explain that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Of
yo,
course.
family, listen, send this until matter of fact, that call don't even get made. But let's say that you did have to make that call, then there's not even no talking. It's like, yo, I say no more. You need this thing in cash, or what you saying? Whereas you're online talking to strangers, man.
Yes. Hey, and another thing as well, which is unforgivable, which is in the same vein as well. This is showing a trend. I don't know which baby mother it is, but I think it's the one in Philly.
Yeah.
He doxed them on live and at a lecture. One in the same, basically. So someone was live at the lecture, and the person talking to him, hundreds of people there, and he repeated. I won't repeat what he said, but he gave her name, the full address, and then gave the place of business.
See what I'm saying?
He's as a tanned devil is what Umar is, with an eloquent tongue. Eloquent tongue is what he has. Just stay away from him. You just gotta stay away from these kind of people, man. They promise the world and give you nothing.
D42.
Nothing.
Omar is stuck in the 90s when certain man would do the fake conscious thing and try to bed multiple women. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's why, because I'm saying, yeah, if you're truly about what you say you're about, yeah, you're not even moving the way you move. Like, I'm telling you now, you're supposed to have a 30 sister. Even look how my man moves, yeah. Like, let me get him back on the screen. What's happened there? Oh, sorry. Yeah, look how my man moves, yeah. They're different, like the sheiks and African clothing and this, that. You're telling me you couldn't get, in that Pan-Africanist world, you couldn't get a woman who's down with all that, or who's whatever it is what you're into? You mean to tell me you couldn't find that? I personally know a bag of women like that myself. You see what I'm saying? No, but like,
he wants the mocha chocolate, the 5-5 thick in the thighs.
That's there if that's what you're looking for. But to me, you're just looking to use your position
exactly
to behave a certain way. And nah, man, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Trust me, you're sleeping with supporters and all of that. And nah, man, it's not a good look, man. And that's why now, when me personally, I was thinking, yo, he's a one-man band, man. That's probably why he's falling behind. That's what I thought. Maybe he don't have no team, because it can't be that hard to open a school. It can't be. From you got a building, and I get it, certain legal things and things of that nature, but it can't be rocket science how he's going on. Mans have did it. There's mans who have done it who ain't even had to raise no dough or nothing.
This is the point. This is especially at his level. And then you've got I can't remember who it is, but I'm sure there's like an athlete. Is it LeBron James possibly? I'm sure it's a basketballer.
Oh, he's got a school.
Yeah, man.
No way.
Yeah. It's again, it's not out of the ordinary. It's because that which I don't even know how it's still going. That conscious community thing. It's just a big Ponzi scheme. It's a scam. It's like all of your MLMs, your pyramid. It's all kind of confidence scams. It's criminals, man. I hate to say it, man. I really hate to say it, but the majority of them are all criminals in there who are promoting stuff, or ex-criminals, and they take the ex-criminal ways. You see, like how we've got the problem with the ex quote unquote bad man in let's just keep it local, in Brum, because they can't be bad men anymore. They go and get money from the council and all that kind of shit in it.
Yes.
And say they want to talk to schools.
Yeah.
So in America, they're like, I've done 15 years in the pen, blah, blah, blah. I've learned, I could think about it. All they got is time in there. So they're reading hella books. You got the 5% Nation in there. You got the Nation of Islam in the prison. You got the Morris Science Temple of America in there. Getting all of this different knowledge. You got the Hebrew Israelites in the prison. So they're getting all this thing, and okay. So when I come out, I'm going to reinvent myself as Kepara Seitu the Third, and I'm going to come out with this Kemet knowledge and and I'm going to write plagiarize these little stupid books and rearrange words and publish them as mine. And just so now he'll put me on the thing. I'll give him $200. He'll put me on the platform. I'll do a lecture. I might see some some thick ass shits are coming to these songs, man. Yeah, man, I want you. Yeah. So it's money. Okay, that's what it's all about. Is money. It's not about the upliftment of fallen humanity, sibling. That's what it's about. The poor righteous teachers, the 85%ers, which are deaf, dumb, and blind, the 1%ers who are the bloodsuckers, and then the 5% who are the poor righteous teachers, did dare to uplift fallen humanity.
Facts, man.
That's gone.
Yeah, real talk, real talk. So, folks, I think that's about it for today. You know, we definitely covered what we needed to cover, man.